Hi, Lovey. Sorry I missed you guys a couple hours ago. So I got moisture absorber on my skin, which is not good. So I had to run to, I don't know, at the ER to get some, I guess, steroids to get rid of it, because I was itching and scratching and I didn't know what the hell. And it turned out the moisture absorber that I got on my hand from work yesterday seemed to have just created this weird chain reaction of stuff. Okay, but anyway, happy Sunday. Hope you guys are good. Hope you guys are feeling good. I'm not gonna lie, I've had some pretty good luck this week, and for those of you who caught my other lives, what is it? I got a lot of my supplies in the mail this week and this weekend. And so that's good. So I wanted to talk about some spiritual and magical basics. Mostly because of the fact that I had to add the frequently asked questions to my website almost urgently because of the fact that some of my clients or customers or people going into my website don't seem to have basic spiritual knowledge. It is always a thing where sometimes when someone tells you, oh, you just do this and you can place a spell on your ex and get your ex back and just do this and it'll all be done right, and it may or may not work. But the fact that if it doesn't work, or if something goes wrong, or something that unexpected happened during that ritual or during that working or whatever, is mostly because a spiritual basic was missed somewhere. There was a misstep. There was just basically I can just get what I want just by doing this and not doing anything else. Absolutely positively incorrect. So we're just gonna go over that today. For those of you who are here, I don't really see anyone. Maybe I'm live in the wrong. No, I'm in the right spot. Anyway, I'm on here a little bit early. Anyway, what is it? I updated the working with ancestors. What I did was I added another file. I'm gonna delete the old file because I added children that pass away. Are also our ancestors. That was one of the subjects that I missed, and I put the updated one on the website. So if you wanted to read the updated one, you could just go to the group or you can go to the website. I think I labeled it something else. I think I called it something else. This way it's easier to distinguish between the old one and the new one, right? However, I am going to take the old one down. Thank you for the comments, but I'm taking the old one down. Okay? Got my incense, very excited. Still waiting on my crystals. That's the thing that I'm really, really, really excited for, because I feel like, I don't know, once I get my hands on a bunch of crystals, I'm gonna like save the world or something, right? What is it? Oh, and my candles came in too. So my new candles came in. So here's the Star of David that I have here. This is my prop one. I got a million of them in the back. Okay, I hand make these guys, so I have been very busy. I got my armor of protection man here. Very, very nice. Okay, a very good manifestation tool for actual like manifesting protection. Like, what's better than a suit of armor, right? Then I have my Mother Universe. She came in last night. Was very, very happy with that. I was up all night making red ones, yellow ones, all the colors, and this is her, and I'm very, very happy about it. So those are available for sale, as they always were. They were back ordered, but they are here. Up all night, I swear to God, got you the good stuff. Okay, let's see something here. All right. Anyway, lastly, I was able to create my owl, my two-spirited transgender candle. I didn't cut it down yet, but I didn't like shave it down, but this is what it looks like. So it's a female on one side and it's a male on the other side. Like I said, I didn't cut it down yet, so it looks a little weird. Okay, so this way, see, it has the two faces. Okay, but it is one very strong candle. Okay, so it's not going to fall apart, even though it looks like it's going to fall apart, but it's not. Okay, so there we go. That was the one that I was waiting for the most. I did in fact have a bunch of back orders for that, so be patient because I just got them in last night. Okay, but I'm not gonna lie, my Armor of Protection and my Mother Universe I'm actually very proud of. Anyway, alright, so let's get sort of started because of the fact that it is probably now 7 o'clock. Okay, alright, so oh, and yeah, for those of you who saw on the group, I have my Reiki contract all finished. This is my official Reiki contract. That's something that you can download, actually. For those of you who are in the area and if you want to bring it to me signed, perfect. It's available for you to sign it and, you know, whatever, print on it before you come, understanding the terms and conditions and what you're getting yourself into and what Reiki really is. Okay, my lovey-dovey, so that's working out. So please, yes, feel free to check out the website for all the stuff that has been coming in. Saint Expedite, I got a candle for Saint Expedite now, and for Adam and Eve. The Adam and Eve one seems to be extremely popular, even though it is a limited supply of the oil. The candle seems to be getting a thing. So if you haven't purchased one, definitely check that out. Alright, so let's see. First and foremost, when it comes to magical and spiritual basics, is one, knowing what you want. Okay, besides being material about things, right? Instead of saying I want to have this, I want to have lots of money and this and that, you know, what is it you want overall? If you were to get the money, what is it going to bring to you besides the object? Is it going to bring you happiness, satisfaction? Is it going to promote you in some kind of way? Is it going to raise your self-esteem? Because that's not something a material object can actually do. Okay, so knowing what you want is very important. You can say, I want a relationship. Okay, what type of relationship do you want? This is where getting specific comes into play. Getting very specific at the beginning, always the best thing to do. Okay, so understanding what you want, okay, and understanding that what you want, if it affects other people and their happiness. Okay, and be honest with yourself. Don't beat around the bush when you light candles or talk to a practitioner. When you're, you know, being given a reading and the psychic asks you what it is you want, rather though she can read you anyway, be honest, okay? Because when you hold back what you really want, you are not going to get what you really want. You are going to get that little of whatever it is you express. That's exactly what you're getting back. Okay, the second thing about knowing what you want is understanding the 12 laws of the universe. Understanding that things do not just fall out of the sky. Okay, manifestation is a long process that has to do itself almost like how the machines run in a car. Okay, the car needs wheels, it needs doors, it needs an engine, it needs oil, it needs all these working parts in order for that thing to even start moving, right? So understanding that manifestation takes 12 steps rather than just the one, right? The law of attraction, that's the most popular one, but that's not the only law. There's the law of action as well. So that means you got to be taking steps toward your goal rather than just asking the universe to drop it in your lap. And the universe will laugh at you and just be like, haha, I can drop any relationship in your lap. Okay, so that's the second thing about knowing what you want. Okay, the third thing about knowing what you want is, do these feelings and wants and needs come from you rather than your social class, your family, your friends, things you're associated with, trying to fit in with people you don't even like? Like, where is it stemming from? What is the root of the want and what is the root of the need? Because spirits are very aware of this, whether you are or not. So you can say things like, well, I want a new car because I feel like I deserve one, when the truth is you want a new car so you can, one up your neighbor because you don't feel as worthy as your neighbor. You might even get a new car, but you will not be happy. It'll probably be a car you cannot afford, right? And you probably have that car for a very short time. Okay? It's literally like shaking hands with the devil when you are not understanding your own emotions. Okay? What else? The second thing on the list in general, right? Prayer. Prayer, very important, okay? No matter what religion you are, what belief you are, what status you're in, prayer is something that is necessary spiritually and magically, okay? When you light a candle, there's a prayer you say, there's an incantation that you say. These prayers are to come from the heart, okay? You have to really mean what it is you say, okay? You really have to feel it within you before you light that candle and after the fact. Mostly because the second thing about prayer is that the prayer has to be done whether you are around that candle or that water or that incense or whatever. That prayer has to be in your head. Okay? Prayer is more than just saying the words. It has to be in your heart. You can be in your car and recite the prayer. Okay? You can pray to whoever it is you pray to. It's not asking, a request. It's really having a relationship with the spirits and entities that are involved in getting you that thing. Okay? So that's the second thing about prayer. The third thing about prayer, language. I mentioned this in ancestor work. If you feel as though you are not really well versed in a language, pray in the language that you are more versed in. Okay? If English is not your first language, if Spanish is not your first language, you always pray in the language that you are more familiar with. Okay? Don't try to pressure yourself and pray incorrectly using the incorrect words because you are trying to learn a language. You can say that for a different subject or a different thing, right? But when it comes to manifestation and magic and spirituality, when you're praying to your God or to your deities or to your ancestors or to your angels and guides, make sure it's in a language that you can very well speak, okay? Because if you can speak it well, it'll come morally from your heart. You won't be worried about, what it is you're saying wrong or incorrect or whatever. You won't stop and think about those things. You'll just be literally pouring everything out. So definitely pray in a language that you are more familiar with. And then that comes to the fourth thing about prayer, which brings us back to the beginning. Be specific. Okay, say that I want a red Cadillac by June of 2022. Okay, which is a year from now. It would be cool if I had a red Cadillac. Okay, I would love a red Cadillac. However, okay, if I know it is not feasible for it to show up in the next 4 days, I would be very specific and say in the next year, because that sounds more feasible. Okay. Always allow manifestation and prayers and magical things to happen in time. Do things happen randomly? Yes, they do. They definitely do. But it also happens when you use your words correctly, and you can say, may I have an opportunity to get a new apartment, as soon as possible. And then something pops up 2 days later because possibly somebody backs out and you were next on the list. Okay, so be very specific with your words. All right, moving down the list. All right, the next thing, work. The law of action. The law of action, putting yourself out there for things to happen. Okay, don't say I want a relationship and you never leave your house. Right, that's the oldest cliche in the book about people who desperately want relationships, but they don't ever want to leave their home. They don't want to go out in public. They don't want to hang out with their friends, or they are subconscious about their body or their image or their anything. You can have a stuttering impediment or whatever it is, okay? whatever insecurities that you have, you're still lingering around your insecurities rather than facing them, overcoming them, or even fixing them. Okay, so definitely put things into action. Work. Also do whatever it is you can do. Whatever you can physically do on this physical plane, okay? Do that as much as possible, okay? If you're looking for a relationship and all the women in your town just stink, drive to a different town. Go to CVS in a different town, okay? It doesn't hurt to do those things. That's something you can physically do. Your car is working right. You got enough money to get on the bus. Put yourself physically around the thing that you want. If you know there's going to be a Datapalooza on the boardwalk in 2 weeks, sign up for it, okay? And then pray for the money so you can go, okay? Discipline, okay, comes with magic spirituality as well. That is a basic too. Like I said about the prayer, you keep the prayer going, right? It's got to be in your heart. It's got to be in your head. You can say it in your car. You can say it under your breath, right? We all wear masks now. We can all pray behind our masks, okay? So discipline. Make sure that you keep the goal in your mind. Now, things are going to come up. Obviously, there's going to be what I call spiritual trash talk. You're going to start doubting yourself. You're going to start thinking that it's not going to happen. You're going to start thinking that it's a waste of time. Maybe you try to manifest or go after the wrong thing. Okay? That is complete nonsense, because if it came out of your mouth, it's somewhere in your heart somewhere. Even if you're insecure about your goal, it is still something that your heart desires. Okay? What does this say? Routine. Okay? Routine. If you are going to be doing magical spiritual work, it is best to do it the same times every single day, no matter how many days you do it. You could do it for 3 days. I always start with 3 days because nothing really happens magically less than 3 days. So you start with 3 days all the way up to 28 days. You can have a magical, thing happening as far as 40 days. Okay? 40 days and 40 days, that's a real thing. Okay? People fast that long. That's a real thing. Okay? Discipline and magic, very important, because if you were to call on a bird, right, to deliver a message to a certain someone, you would definitely make up a meetup time and say, meet me here every day at 3 o'clock, right? Because this way the bird knows where you're going to be and knows what you're going to say or what you want and how to deliver it. If for any reason the day before wasn't as successful, you know your meeting spot is outside 3 o'clock, okay? And it keeps you disciplined. It keeps you living in a spiritual and magical lifestyle. When your family wants to come over and you're just like, no, 3 o'clock is for me. That is for spirit. If you are if you are into Christianity, in the Bible it does say take 1 day for spirit. That's why Christians go to church on Sunday. So Sunday is their magical spiritual day. If you are Jewish, you would go to church either on Friday or Saturday, right? That is their spiritual day. That's their day for spirit. That's when they tell their God, spirit guides, and ancestors, I'm going to meet you here at 3 o'clock. So discipline is a very, very, very important part to magic and spirituality. That is a basic. It does sound religious, right? But it's not that you're following someone else's pattern. You're following your own pattern. Okay? The next thing, decide what you need rather than what you want, what you need, right? Because once you establish what you need before you establish what you want, or before you go after what you want, that is going to help you get what you want, and that's going to also help you if you don't get what you want. Getting what you need is the like the floor of a home, right? You need the floor, okay? So what you need is important. So if you say things like, well, I want to be in a loving relationship, but I need to get to a level of higher self-love. Make that very clear with your ancestors and deities and, angels and spirit guides, okay? Whoever it is you pray to, okay? Very important. Your spirit guides want to hear you. They want to do what it is that you want to get done. They are your spirit guides for a reason. You have a connection with them, so they have almost like a spiritual connection / obligation to you, but they enjoy it and they are fine with that. So they're like spiritual servants, supposedly, okay, in that sense. So a servant can't do anything without your directions. Decide what you need first, because then if for any reason it fails or it doesn't go the way exactly you wanted, you still have the floor, okay, of what you need to set the stage again, to try again, to pray again, do the ritual again, or whatever, okay? The next thing is spiritual awareness. Understanding that things are spiritual before they are physical. Meaning that somebody already visualized your downfall before you got into that car accident. Somebody visualized you getting fired or whatever it is. Or you might have had paranoia of getting fired, and then next thing you know, boom, you get the pink slip. Okay? Everything is spiritual first. That is something that needs to be burned into the back, the front, the side, the left, the right part of your brain. Okay? Everything is spiritual first. Even me doing this class. I thought of this class a month ago. I didn't think it would get postponed, but I thought of it a month ago before I even set the event, before I did that. It started out as a thought. Okay? It became something that I needed because I felt like I did not do this, and this is needed for me to either promote my business and also make my clients very, very grounded with what it is that they're doing. Okay? So be very aware everything is spiritual first. Understand that you can't just rush into getting what you want. You have to have a connection with what you want and like what you call alignment with what you want. Okay? Don't ask for $1 million house and you have no way of getting $1 million. Okay, now you just sound delusional and insane, and there is medication for that. Okay? Alright, next thing on the list is rituals. Rituals and what is it? Repellents. Ritual repellents. So, ritual repellent are things such as candle colors, herbs you might be allergic to, days of the weeks that might not align up with your zodiac, times of the day that might not align up with your physical body and your physical needs. Okay? So understand what ritual repellents are. It could be the place that you're doing it in. It could be too cold of a room, or it could be, in a neighborhood, right, or in an area of very unlike-minded people. Right? So you need to feel comfortable when you are doing these things, when you are executing these plans, that you're not always in a state of fear or panic or disdain or a state of, insecurity. Because all that energy is being put into your magical work and is put into your magical and your spiritual relationship with the universe. The universe is almost like you want something but you seem to be too afraid to do it, or you don't seem to take the time to do it in the place where you can do it freely. Like it's like the way you care about yourself is the way you should care about your spirit life. Okay? Another ritual repellent, like I said before, candle colors. Okay? I tell all my clients that if you want revenge done here on the business location, because I don't even offer that anymore, but when I was offering that, I told them that their candle will not be black. I will mail you a black candle, but black is not a candle that I can burn. As spiritually aware as I am, a black candle is not my friend. Okay? So if I want to get revenge on someone, or if I need power or domination or protection even, I want to use a black candle and black is the better thing, can't do it. That is not for me and my aura. My aura does not do well with a black candle. Okay? Red is also not one of my better half candles either. Okay? It definitely promotes a lot of anger and restlessness when it comes to me and red. Okay? That's why if you notice, a lot of things on my website are not even red on my website. I try to keep it to pastel colors and a lot of soothing colors because my aura is very extreme. So I can't have extreme colors coming at me, because the truth is I'm going to end up with challenges for me to do something. So if I want love and sex, I'm better off burning a pink and green candle, green for success and pink for the sweet stuff. Because if I burn a red candle, okay, I'm probably going to get all the creeps, I'll attract all the creeps, right, and all the sex crazed maniacs because of my extreme aura, right? So red and black, not a thing for me. Okay, even though I did just post red and black candles on the website, but I won't be burning them. I don't burn them, okay? So understand what is good for you and your aura and your spiritual, basically your spiritual bubble, okay? Some people don't do well burning pink candles because sometimes they feel as though pink is a weak color, so it doesn't match up with their aura, okay? People have a problem with green. Green can be a thing for some people as well, because some people who don't have confidence don't feel confident to be successful. Green is a ritual repellent to them, okay? As well as blue and all, etc., etc. Okay? So understand also herbs. For some of you who are allergic to certain foods, take medications, and herbs definitely get in the way of that. That is something you should know. Do not use eucalyptus if you know that it's going to burn your skin or burn your nose. If you burn the raw, the raw herb. Shoot, burn the raw herb and see what happens, okay? I have eucalyptus, okay? It's like having a Vicks Vapor Rub on fire in your home, okay? It totally is. Understand those things too. If you can't stand the smell of eucalyptus, okay, don't get any eucalyptus herbs. There are substitutes. That is something that you would need to research, okay? However, all the herbs that I use are all organic. It's 99.9% chance no one will have an allergic reaction to it, okay, or even affect their medications, because I had to dummy down my list so people would not have reactions if they had medications or whatnot, okay? That is another thing too. All right, the next thing, okay? Numbers. Understanding numbers. Your spirit guides, angels, hi. Spirit guides, angels, deities, demons, ancestors, numbers that are important to you, numbers that are significant to you, or your ancestors or guides, or numbers that always work for you for some reason, numbers that don't work for you. Okay, understanding that you need to stay aligned with things that align with you. If you believe good things come in threes, burn 3 candles or burn it for 3 days. If you believe 7 is a lucky number, do 7 candles or burn it for 7 days. Okay, have 7, have all the 7 chakras out. Understanding what works for you and definitely testing this out. But I'm trying to make it easier for you. This way you just don't do too much experimentation, that you get to the root of who you are. Once you start understanding who you are and what your heart truly desires and what you really want and the kind of world you would want to live in, that is the world you will create through your magic, through your spirituality. Okay? If I had it my way, I'm not gonna lie, I probably have a purple sky in my world, right? With some pink rainbows, pink and white rainbows. As neon disco it sounds, that'd be the world I would live in, as weird as it sounds, with like a little black lake. Yes, my water would be black in my world. Okay? That just sounds so cool. All right? Get down to the heart of who you are and do not hold back who you are. If you do, it'll hold back your hold back your magic and your spirituality and your spiritual relationship with the universe. The universe did not make you to be timid about what you need or want. The world did that, not the universe. The universe placed in you, or you placed in yourself, who it is you are. Okay? And just because there's a world here doesn't change that. It's because the rules of the world say that you should want a blue Cadillac instead of a red one, doesn't change the fact that I want the red one. No matter how much they say or do or convince, if it's in your heart, that's where it's supposed to be. And then you manifest that red Cadillac and fuck the rest of that shit. Okay? But understanding also numbers. Okay? Definitely look into numerology, feng shui. Know your birth date and what number it adds up to. The people in your life, the significant people in your life, add that up. Enemies in your life. If you were good at math or not. Okay? I was never good at math. Actually, no, sorry. I was never good at algebra. I was always good at geometry, multiplication, addition, all the basic stuff, right? But never, ever algebra. Like, I went all the way to college and still failed algebra. Okay, I don't know how, but I moved on to statistics, but algebra was so damn difficult. I don't get it. How and I can read tarot cards as if it was a mathematical equation. People are like, how do you know this by this, this, and that? I don't know. But somehow some algebraic genius awakens in me when I pull out cards. Okay? The universe decided that I cannot do y equals mx plus b. But if you put the chariot card next to the devil card, that means that your physical body is going to be attacked. So don't have somebody overwork you, and stop being so damn insecure. Stop letting your physical obligations control you. You got it? You dig? Okay? So understanding numbers and how they are important to you. The number 8 is important to me when it comes to karma. That is the thing with me. The number 9. Everything has to add up to number 9 in my world. Okay? Even my locker number at work is 396. Okay? Add them all together, it equals 9. Okay? I just specifically did not choose a locker number unless it added up until 9. It took me about a week to decide a locker number, and I fucking worked there. Okay? Everyone's like, just pick one, random one, who cares? I care. Because my stuff is significant. I want it to equal the number that is significant to me. Make sense? Alright, so ergo, 1, I get it for free, and my stuff is in there. All of my shop stuff is in there. I didn't think I could manifest that, but I manifested it in a number that is significant to me. Okay? So, that's just a clue right there. Alright? The next thing, groups of people. The way you share your spirituality and your magical workings, right? If you have people you can trust, speak to them about it. If you don't, keep it to yourself if you feel like you should. Okay? Not to make you insecure, just keep it to yourself if you feel as though they're never going to understand. You don't have to force people to understand. That is not part of magical work. Whether you are working with Indian gods, Jewish, Hebrew gods, Greek gods, Christian gods, whoever, okay, Norse gods, Wiccan gods, Celtic gods, all right, and deities and spirit guides. It's not to be insecure. It is not to force anybody into your work, okay? Spirit guides, ancestors, and angels, they're all secure in what they do. You have to be the same, okay? When it comes to groups, if you have a group of people who are like-minded like you, it's best that you do magical work that way. Okay, I have seen for myself, okay, before I knew this was a thing at one of my jobs, that there was a group of 3 women, okay, and they would all take the same day off. And I'm pretty sure they went out and did stuff or whatever, but they all wanted one of the people in the group to get a promotion, right? Or at least one of them wanted it. And they revealed to me after she got her promotion, okay, that they had done some work, magical work together, okay, because they were all 3 of them were on the same page for her to get promoted, because they're friends. So if she gets promoted, they can congratulate her. There's more money. They can go out more. They can go to do more things. And then if another one wants to get promoted, they'll do the same ritual they'll do for her. So since one was successful, now a successful person is now part of the group, right? So now a successful person is part of the group can then manifest more success for the group. Okay? Understanding that working in groups is a little bit better. Let's just be honest. Okay? That is a spiritual thing. However, if for any reason, as a magical tip, that you cannot muster up a group of people, what you do is you call on the strongest parts of your ancestors, spirit guides, deities, angels, demons, whoever it is you involve in your magical work, you specifically, you even verbally do it. I call on the most powerful energies of my grandfather or my, Gandhi or whoever is your spirit guide, right? Of the universe or whoever. You call on the most powerful energies. Very important that you say that during rituals. Okay? I'll tell you like a little prayer secret that I do. Okay? Actually, I give away all my secrets. Okay? I don't care. Alright? When I'm praying and I know I can't get someone to pray for the same thing as me, I will tell the universe, I said, you know what? There's strength in numbers, so I'm going to join right now, spiritually, consciously actually. I'm going to join the prayers of those who are praying for the exact same thing at this very moment. I'm pretty sure there's some lady in Israel praying for the same damn thing I'm praying for, who's also some lady in Kansas praying for the same goddamn thing. She needs money, I need money, she needs money. Connect yourself consciously, on a conscious level, on a spiritual level, and on a spiritual plane. You might not have never met these people, but you can literally join their prayers just like that. Okay? And then a magical thing actually does happen. And then boom, shakalaka, you get what you asked for, because she got what she asked for and he got what he asked for, because you consciously joined each other. Am I the only witch that does this? Absolutely not. Okay? So that is one of the secrets of getting things done praying wise, okay? And when it comes to numbers and groups, okay? And I am going to end this on nature, okay? I'm gonna end this on nature. Hello. You guys can watch the playback. You can watch the playback because I'm almost about to go. All right, nature. So the 4 elements, right? Dirt, wind, water, fire. Okay? These are all living things. Okay? When you are burning that candle, that beeswax came from a living bee. So technically, it is still alive, what you are holding in your hand. This is technically still alive. All I did was take a live product and mold it into something different that is alive. Because then I'm going to use it to create something else. I'm going to ask this candle made out of live beeswax to open up an opportunity for me to get a home, or finally find my shop, or whatever it is, okay? So I'm calling upon nature and living things, okay? Fire, the candle that you are praying into, that is alive. Okay, in fact, even though me and my mother don't get along very well, my mom is actually a very good fire charmer. Okay, which is weird because she was born the year of the snake. Isn't that funny? Okay, that's also part of elements too, astrology and all that. Okay, so she can actually bend fire a little bit better than I can. Okay, mostly because I think she's evil, but she is still talented in that respect nonetheless. Okay. Whatever she is saying to that fire, I don't know. My mom could be 7 feet away from that candle. She could be all the way across the room. Whatever she says, that flame will flicker. It'll spin. It'll dance. It'll bend. It'll do whatever she tells it to do. Okay? Understanding that fire is something that is inside of people. Did you know that your entire body contains all those things? It has wind, water, fire, and dirt. Your body is like a physical earth. Right? So if you're going to command things, understand that you must command your own self. Okay? Have a good relationship with nature. Don't ask for things from the universe and then you are like shitting on bird nests. Because nature gets its karma as well. Okay? Nature's a living thing. You hear birds chirping every day, don't you? They're praying as well. Okay, they pray, they talk to each other. Trees are alive. Okay, water, very important. I did have a witchy tip that said that when you are drinking water, right, or when you are preparing food or cooking for your family, you should speak over your food and say good things over it, saying we are happy, we are safe, we are protected, we are this, we are that. That water is alive. It's alive. It heard everything you said. And all that water is going to do is go through your body with the other water and the fire and the earth and the wind and speak to it and say, hey, she brought me in here for good things to occur. Okay? Better health, this and that. Let's start thinking better. It's like the fuel to your machine. Okay? It's the fuel to your machine, right? You put gasoline in a car. If you're going to put water in your body, okay, you might as well put good water in it. Okay, so then when you say things like, you know what, I want to be healthy, I want to be disciplined, I want to be successful, I want to be all those things, you are now putting success, good thoughts, positivity, confidence, all that into your water, and then you bring it into your body. I don't know. you might put the fork down and actually stop eating bad foods right after that, because all it did was put that into a machine, right? It oiled your machine and said, we are no longer thinking bad thoughts, we are no longer eating bad food, we are no longer doing irresponsible things, and then it turns it in the opposite directions, and we are going to be successful. So we're going to think successfully, we're going to walk successfully, we're going to do things differently because she did something different to that water. Okay? When it comes to what we do, fire, now we got to do air. Okay? Incense is smoke. That is a living thing too. Smoke from your candle, smoke from basically anything actually is a living thing. Just like a soul when it leaves its body, right? Smoke is like the personification that you'll see in a lot of cartoons and movies or whatever. That is a real thing. If you've ever seen Dracula movies, right? He is a big body of smoke. Smoke can naturally appear out of nowhere. That is an actual scientific fact. That means smoke is a living thing. Smoke even comes from water, and the water doesn't have to be hot. Right? You can go to a bayou, really, and just sit there and see smoke come out of nowhere. Okay? So talk to it. Have a good connection with it. Understand it. Appreciate it. That's actually the last thing on this list here. Okay? And what else? Water, wind, earth. Your body. Take care of your body. Take care of your physical spaces. Treat your physical spaces well. If you don't treat them well, you will attract unwell spirits. Just like when you don't treat yourself well or your social circle well, you attract bad people, right? You attract people the way you speak. If you're always cursing or talking about how you hate yourself, you will attract people who hate themselves. And then now you have now infested your circle, right? Just like your home. Take care of your physical home. Do not allow certain energies to enter your home. Or if you feel as though energies are getting out of hand, get ways to repel those energies. Okay? If you're inviting someone over to your house that you do not like for sake of family, speak well over your food. That was also a witchy tip. And then soon they will speak well of you, at least while they're in your home. Okay? Because I do know, I've been through that, when people just come up in your house, disrespect you in your house like you're still out on the street. Okay? These are spiritual things that help with obtaining your goals. Understanding how important your physical space is. However, I will be speaking about your body. Okay? Cleansing your body, cleaning your body, keeping it healthy, putting good food into your body, speaking well about yourself, even the things you don't like about yourself. Okay? Cleaning and thoroughly brushing your hair, especially when you feel like you have backed up energies. Always thoroughly brush your hair. That is a physical, metaphysical fact in spirituality, that if you thoroughly brush your hair, you will notice that a weight is being lifted, or something is being cleansed, or something is being cleared out, and you can think a lot better, and you can focus a lot better. Okay? Because of the fact that when you have like all matted shit up in your head or whatever, you are attracting, every day you leave it that way, you are attracting more of that disorder. Do you understand? It's like you wake up every day, it's kind of like, I have 90% order and 10% disorder. Okay, well, disorderly energies are attracted to you. Once you order that out, because I know I've done this many times, okay, once you get it under order, okay, then things start to play itself out a lot better. Okay, understanding about shaving, okay, keeping things not only clean, sanitized, and smelling well, right? Cleaning out your ears. Believe it or not, guys, I will go all out to clean my ears. I even had that little water gun thing that goes in there, only because I have problems with my teeth. Right? I will literally shoot like a little water gun in my ear to clean out all the wax. Because I feel as though if my body is 100% thoroughly cleaned of shit, I can manifest to bring the good stuff. Okay? I know it sounds gross, but like clipping your nails, because believe it or not, long nails, whether it be on your hands or your feet, are getting in the way, and they are unsanitary, and they are uncomfortable. Okay, so rid your body of all those things. Rid your body of what is uncomfortable. Okay, put your physical, self in a position like of best quality. Okay? Understand that is a very important part of basic magical and spiritual wellness. Okay? So don't be trying to manifest a new relationship and you can't even put yourself in a shower. Okay? How you gonna take care? How you gonna ask for someone to love all this when all this is all fucked up? I'm not saying you gotta be a certain weight or a certain skin color or anything like that. Okay? But if you cleanse your body of all those disorderly energies and you're asking for something orderly, you are more, in my opinion, spiritually worthy, because you've taken the time to understand that you are not in a perfect state for you to fix that. Okay, your physical body is very important when it comes to manifesting and pushing forth with something, right? Like, think of it as if you were to manifest something or to achieve something, you had to push a very, very heavy cart, right? Now, you're not going to push that cart very well if you didn't eat breakfast, or more so, if you didn't sleep well the night before, right? Knowing that you had to push that heavy cart. Now, you're physically able, but you were less performing because you took less precautions, or you took less care or preparation for that task. So that is also equated spiritually. If you have a spiritual task at hand, please get some rest. Please drink some water. Please get yourself ready every day at 3 o'clock. Make sure your candle colors are correct. Make sure the numbers coincide correctly. Make sure you have a good relationship with nature and understand it is alive. Okay? Understand who your spirit guides are, what they can do for you. They are ready to listen, and understand that if you are outnumbered, there are other people who are praying the same thing you are praying. Amplify and ask for the most powerful forces of those things. Okay? And then the last part is kind of double. So it comes with worthiness, okay, and gratefulness. Everyone says that if you're not grateful, you won't get anything. That is so true. Sorry. Every psychic will tell you that. Every spiritualist will tell you that. If you're not grateful, it's true. The universe is like a parent. You're not going to buy your kid the new iPhone 7 and you just watch them throw the iPhone 6 around the room and just smash it and treat it like garbage. The one you gave them previously is not being taken care of very well. So what makes the universe believe that you are going to take care of the thing that I'm about to give you? Okay? That is a spiritual principle. That's why parents go through this. Okay? It's a spiritual thing. I told you, everything is spiritual first. Okay? Worthiness. Understand that if it's in your heart, you deserve it. Okay? Don't ever try to control a person, but if you are looking for a loving relationship, don't ask for that person if they're with somebody else. Okay? Ask for a person that mimics or mirrors those behaviors, or has those behaviors or those qualities. Okay? The person that you idolize is not the only human on this planet. Okay? When you think it's over because, oh, there's just no good men or no good women around, you're manifesting that. Because like I said in the beginning, you were in your own spiritual bubble. You keep saying that, there will be no one available to you. Okay? And then next thing you know, you're watching all your friends get married or do whatever or be successful or do whatever. And you're like, there are no good men left. So how is that possible? Well, because in your spiritual bubble, you had mentioned that there were no good men. So there are no good men available to you. Those words are bouncing between you and your bubble. It's not hitting anyone else. It's only hitting you. Because it's in your mind of worthiness. You feel as though you're not worthy to get what you really want. So you have to psychologically say, well, there's just no good men left. No, you don't feel like you deserve what you want. Okay? That's a magical, spiritual, basic principle. Believe you deserve what you want. Okay? I had a guy literally talk a price down for me because I gave him a really good explanation to why I could only afford what I could afford. Okay? I said, I'm a very small business right now. This is all I can afford. However, I will, in fact, pay you cash, whatever. I'll be there on time or whatever it is. And I will do exactly what it is I need to do. Okay? I'm not going to waste your time. I'm actually serious about it. He lowered the price for me because I was very honest with him. I said, I know I deserve this. Okay, I just don't have the money right now, but I know I deserve that thing. I need that thing. Okay, that's the flooring of what I'm going to do next. Like I said, you need the floor of your spiritual and magical life. Okay, that thing has now been given to me, or I achieved that. Okay, same thing with you, same thing with you guys. Okay, understand you deserve it, not a pouty, ungrateful deserving. Like I deserve it because I'm willing to be honest with you. Okay, and say I don't have $1 million, but I got 600. Okay, so like with my 600, I still feel like I'm worthy. Okay, what's this? This is a on-camera request. I mean, I can, I guess, if... Oh, okay, never mind. It was an accident. Okay, so the next thing, gratefulness. If you are grateful for what you have, yes, it does open doors for getting things later. Okay, if you only have a caddy shack of a home, okay, but that caddy shack of a home is your palace, and you got golden doors and sparkly handles, okay, and your toilet's always clean because you believe that your personal space is your personal space and you take care of that shit. Okay, the universe is like, oh my God, let me give her something bigger. Because if I give her something bigger, she's going to take care of that too. And then I'm going to give her something bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Because your gratefulness has a lot to do with your worthiness. Okay, I didn't have the $6,000 that person asked me for. I had the X amount of thousand that I had to give them. But I felt like I was worthy enough, even though everyone else might have had the $6,000. Okay, I was like, listen, I'm trying to do something with my life. I can't give you all my money. That's not workable. That's not aligned with the law of action for manifesting what I need. Okay, what I'm aligned with is my X amount of dollars and that thing that I need. Okay, and I'm gonna be honest with you, because I feel like I'm worthy, whether or not I get it. Okay. But I am grateful that you sat here and listened to my small talk with my small amount of dollars. Okay, thank you for your time or whatever, because I've had plenty of rejections, lots of them. Okay, and they're just like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You're never going to get that for that price. You're never going to get that for that price. Motherfucker, I did. Okay, I did. All right, so your worthiness and your gratefulness very much has to be aligned. Okay, I might not live in the biggest place in the world, okay, and that's not stopping me from expanding in other ways. Okay, just because I live in this hood rat shit of a place does not, one, mean it's always going to be that way. Two, I can control what's in my own home rather than the entire building, right? So I'm grateful, and I'm actually the only, or one of two people, I think the other ones are the model ones, right? I'm the only one that painted, at least painted regular colors, right? And I'm the only one that put tiles down on their floor. And they're like, oh, you can't do that. You live in an apartment. Yes, I can. I feel like I'm worthy of new fucking tiles. I hate these other tiles. They're ugly. I don't like looking at them. The universe said I like sparkly shit, so my floors are going to sparkle. So what? Keep that deposit. My floor is going to sparkle while I'm living here. Okay? And they can keep the $1,500 deposit because I'm satisfied with having my sparkly floor. Okay, so your worthiness and gratefulness has to be lined. Okay. And the last thing, confidence. Everybody gets mixed up with the whole, how do you know it's gonna work? I was so sick of that question, I put it on my website. Okay? Anyone who watches the playback and it's you, you know it's you. Okay? Because there are no guarantees in spirit. If any practitioner, witch, psychic, or spirit worker says that they can guarantee something, run away. That is not true. Because one, the spirit worker does not know your entire spiritual lifestyle, right? You can come to them one way, go home and be somebody else, right? Spiritually, anyway. You can evolve. You can get worse spiritually, and you can get better spiritually. Okay? So don't ever have someone tell you that you can guarantee he's going to be your boyfriend. What if Jeff is a Gemini and you are a Libra? okay, and they just don't mix, and you're not aligning with your life's purpose. And he never asked you out because Jeff doesn't like Libras in your little lovey-dovey ways, okay? That is not the worker's fault. You need to be more aligned and do more research on what you want, okay? Because asking, oh, is it going to work? I have no fucking idea, okay? I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm a very successful person, but I'm telling you now, I just told you I got rejected so many times to get this one thing, which is super silly, okay? However, somebody did take the time and actually, I guess, feel sorry for me and did do it. Well, all those other times, I'd be like, oh, I guess it didn't work. Law of action means you keep going anyway. That's one of the 12 laws. Keep going. Ritual, routine, discipline. That's all the things I said earlier, okay? If you can't have those things, you can't have what you want. You can't attain what you want. Okay? What is the thing I always say? I am a success in all that I do. I achieve every goal I pursue. It does not specifically say how I'm going to achieve that goal. And yes, I did make a t-shirt that said that. Okay? That'll be available merch as soon as I make sure it fits me. Okay? Because it should be here either tomorrow or Tuesday, and I will show you. Okay? On the shirt, it says, I'm a success in all that I do. I achieve every goal I pursue. That is mine. I will copyright that. It is mine. Okay? It doesn't say how it's going to get achieved. It just says, I achieve it. Period. Okay? I don't know. Maybe a man will fall out of the sky for you. Okay? Maybe his airplane crashes into your house. I don't know. Okay? But people say, well, is it going to work? When's it going to work? When is it going to happen? I have no fucking idea. I give you a time frame, which I believe is pretty accurate, okay? But you can't be waiting around by the calendar constantly, right? You don't have any faith or confidence in what it is you just did or are doing, okay? If you don't have any faith or confidence, the universe is kind of like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Okay? Like when you ask your mom to make corn dogs for you, right? Hey, right? You see the corn dogs in the freezer. You see your mom putting it into the microwave. And then you ask them, when's it going to be finished? It's not enough that it's getting done. Okay? So understand that part of spiritual basics and magical basics. Understanding that you're working with a lot of living things. Understanding that when I do court case work with beef tongues or cow's tongues or whatever, you pray over that cow's tongue. It used to be a living thing, okay? I don't know how that cow died, but I had to pray it, bless it, and thank it for its sacrifice, okay? Whether it was willing or unwilling, that I could use that, and I know it's gross, but let me tell you something, guys, all right? All the successful people are doing grosser things than me. There are child sex rings out there. There are human sacrifices out there. I ain't doing any of that. Okay? I'm just limiting it to basically your local Sam's Club. Okay? Still just as powerful. Okay? But be honest. And I have a disclaimer about the animal parts that I use. It's on the website. I don't hide anything. My entire disclaimer is on my website. Okay? I wrote it on the website. I said I had the utmost respect for all living things and every creature on this planet. Have no doubt about that. However, the things that I use in your spell work are produce materials. Okay? What is it? No, processed foods. Okay? So yes, I do get chicken hearts and gizzards and tongues and hands and all those things because they are processed foods. They are processed through the markets. Okay? And it's open for anyone to buy, to use however way they want. Okay? Guys, I just told y'all 2 lives ago that I have scorpions. Okay? I didn't kill those scorpions. Okay? I'm not gonna lie, those scorpions scared the hell out of me, but I didn't kill them. They came that way. They came already dead. Okay? So, understanding that part. So, I have a disclaimer. And my lawyer of my business knows that too. And can't nobody touch me because it ain't like I'm feeding it to, like, homeless people against their will. Okay? So, no, Angie, I'm not doing cards. I'm actually making up for a class that I was supposed to do a couple hours ago, but emergency room visit had to ruin that. Okay? There is some retrograde residue still going on. Some things still might be stuck, not working properly, or being delayed. Okay? However, that all should be over by the end of this week and at the beginning of next week. Okay? That residue is not as strong as it looks, but it is still kind of lingering around. All right? So that's it for basics. Okay? The next class I teach will be more specific with either candle burning, candle colors, working with certain zodiacs, okay, because that's coming too. Me and Melita are working on that, working with different zodiacs, because I do have zodiac candles and I do have zodiac oils, okay, available. The descriptions are on the website. Have faith in what you are doing. I am doing the best I can to explain to you what it is I do, because my platform seems to be for people just awakening into spirituality, or into witchcraft, or into spellcraft, or into any type of craft that is not religious, right? Or not particularly religious. Okay? Thank you, Kristen. All right? So please keep liking, sharing, following, and subscribing. I don't care what the world is doing next month, okay? But next month, sorry, but Karma's Eye Psychic LLC will be supporting the well-being, rights, and the ending of oppression of Native Americans. Sorry, we're going to be doing like reservation preservation. We're going to be giving shout outs to all the Native American females that made it into made it into politics, okay, taking their land back, taking their policies back, taking their land back, taking the rules, everything back, preserving their nature and their home grounds again, okay? I know the 4th of July is right around the corner, but guess what? Miss Christina, owner, CEO of Karma's Eye Psychic LLC, I am 1/8 Choctaw Native American. Sorry, Choctaw Native Americans, if you did not know, were the first to die in the Trail of Tears. Okay? Only because the Choctaw were the largest of all the Native Americans. Okay? And they're the reason why the Cherokee got so big. The Choctaw mixed with the Cherokee, and more Cherokees survived than the Choctaw. You would almost think Choctaws were extinct. Okay? And that is the absolute truth. Google it. Read it in your history books, and actually read some stories of some real Native Americans. Choctaws were basically extinct. Okay? There are very few Choctaws left even still today. Okay? So that is something that's very important to me. Why am I doing it in the month of July? Why am I doing that? Considering we're celebrating independence from England, right? 1776, and there's 1886, Juneteenth or whatever for the emancipation of slavery. Why should I care about Native Americans? You want to know why? Because nobody else does. Okay? I'm doing Stop Asian Hate for the rest of this month. Don't forget that coupon code, Stop Asian Hate, because that's a pandemic that is part of karma that I want to stay on top of. It's not my job to save the world, okay? However, with help, donations, and support, we can all do our part, okay? Because racism should be dying in this country. It seems as though when one dies, one is born again, okay? We can eliminate them all. It's almost like playing a game of, what do you call it? Racism is like playing whack-a-mole in this country. It is. It's like playing whack-a-mole, because it seems though you get one, and you get one pops right back up. Okay? Native American Appreciation Month for me is next month in July. You can celebrate all the independence you want. There will be a 4th of July thing with me. Okay? I'm closed that day, but I'll go live that day. Okay? We are supporting the rights, well-being, preservation, and the advancement of Native citizens in this country, because the last time I checked, this is their country. Sorry, I have the blood of 1/8 of a Choctaw Native nation, okay, and it did not die, not even with me. Okay, so my Choctaw ancestors who helped me create this business is telling me that sorry, it is our time. And by the way, I do have a Native American ancestor that comes with me to the bank every single fucking time. He stands literally behind me like a bodyguard. Okay, turns out that one of my ancestors was actually a Native American Choctaw chief. He was the chief. That's the blood that runs through my veins. So if I have a chief in my past, there's damn sure going to be a chief in my future. Okay? So guys, please go on YouTube and subscribe. Please get some more help me get some more followers on Twitter. Twitter seems to be like the ugly stepchild of my platform. Please go on Instagram, TikTok, and all that. Please support the page. Please support the group. Like and share. Invite people to the group. Do it all. Help me out. Thank you. Thank you. Like I said, almost all of my merchandise is in. Still waiting on my scorpions. They got delayed, but they're on their way. I already saw the shipping notice. It's on its way. Okay, scorpions are coming. The stones are coming, guys. The stone should be here at the end of this week. You know I'm gonna go crazy over that. Actually, hold on for 1 second. Hold on. I'm gonna show you my incense. I'm so excited about it. That's why. Let's show you my incense. Let's go. Oof. Oh, I can't really see it, but there's one level right there. There's my snake skin right there. I even got these little clicky lights, right? I got these little Dollar Tree lights. These are the boxes for my stones, okay? And then got the zodiac candles here, right? We got our sage and soaps and our broom still down there, right? It's literally manifesting itself very, very beautifully. Okay, my lovey-dovey. So there's my incense that I got so excited about. So excited, guys. Like you don't even know. Okay? And there's the rest of them up there. Okay? More is coming. See the label. The label is mine. Says Karma's Eyes Psychic LLC. Okay, guys? So... definitely glad to share this with you. Come a long way. These are my baths that are here. This is a small part of what I'm doing. Alright, so definitely need more lights. Whoop. But yes, my lovey-dovers, if you happen to be inclined, please share the wealth around. Like I said, I am small today. I'm just doing. I'm not really nobody right now. But however, thank you for your love and support. Thank you for your sharing. Thank you for everything, really, suggestions, all that. However, Mercury is no longer in retrograde. So I'm going to need some of y'all stop being shy. Because Udemy is getting impatient with me. They are just like, what is it you're going to teach? What are you going to do? Tell me what it is you want to learn. If you were to watch a class or have someone else watch a class, what do you guys want to know the most? Okay? I'm getting very few people responding back, and it's none of it is the same. Please tell me what it is you want to know the most. Because Udemy will still do it, but they're just kind of like, come on, we got a camera crew, we got this, we got that, this, that, and that other thing, or whatever. Like, they can really, ease up on me, right? But I got to put something together. Because to be honest with you, it'd be something that I had to teach you in an hour or 2 hours. I'm a little stumped, to be honest, because I'm eclectic. I don't know what it is you want to know. And what it is you think I could teach you. What is the burning question that you have for me? Okay? Either you comment, or you send me a private message, or send a message to the chatterbox on the website. That chatterbox goes right to me into my email. I read them all. I read all of them. Okay? So please definitely send me something, okay? Not invasive text messaging, okay? But you know what I mean, okay? What is the burning question on your mind that you think that I could teach you? Considering I don't really follow many rules that other psychics follow because they're very religious or they're really stuck into one genre, right? Some of them are all hoodoo, they only do hoodoo. Some of them are all Wiccan, they only do Wiccan. Some are all Norse and this and that, and they're all centered down to a statistic. I am not a statistic. I am an eclectic witch. You want to talk about Vishnu, Ganesh, Lakshmi, you want to talk about demons. You want to talk about hellfish, you want to talk about Baphomet, What do you want to know? We're talking about Jesus, Mary, Joseph, Thomas, who? Okay? I can get into it all. Okay? Like, you want to know something about Hebrew, some Hebrew stuff that isn't right in the Bible? There's Rameshel, Emeshel, and Abnego. Gee, that sounds like 3 people in the Bible that they totally got their names wrong. Okay? Rameshel, Emeshel, and Abnego. Yeah, look that up. Okay? So, I have got to go, lovies. But yes, definitely check out the new Ancestor article that I put up on the group. I revised it. I talk about children that pass on before their time, supposedly before their time, how passed on children that die before their parents become your ancestors. Okay? That was something that I missed. That's in there now. Okay? So, definitely check that out. If you don't see it on the group, read it on the website. You go to the website, you can download it to your phone. Okay? It's downloadable. Okay? It's something that you can read, anytime. I think it's 7 pages long, but it's not like whole pages, right? It's like little bit paragraphs, right? So I tried to make it easy for you to read. For those of you who did not see before, Reiki contract, this is also on the group files. If you want, you can print it out. For those of you who are in the area, print it out, bring it with you to your session, okay? I did run it by my lawyer. He said it's all good, okay? So, there you go. So, thank you guys for coming out to my Magical Spiritual Basic class. Sorry it was delayed. However, I did not want whatever was in that bucket irritating my skin any longer, because that's not cool to have, skin problems. Anyway, lovies, I gotta go. I will probably talk to you guys tomorrow. I'm alone at work tomorrow, so I'll probably go live again. Alright? Have a great night. If you have any questions about any products, please, you know where to find me. And if you want incense, definitely check out the website. Wishing Wizard is a pack of incense that's just random. It's just random incense sticks. You can get them 10, 20, or 30. Your chances of getting all of them is getting the 20 pack or the 30 pack. This way you get one of each. It's up to you if you want to do that. I might even put Wishing Wizard down for a discount. Thinking about it, right? I might make Wishing Wizard $1. Thinking about it. So it might be interesting to check out the website. One more round of Mother Universe candle. See how big it is? Look how big this is. Okay? Very nice. I have my Star of David here. Okay? Came in very, very nice. Armor of protection, because I have used this. I use this. Okay? Trust and believe. I'm protected. Okay? And then there is my Two Spirited candle. This is for my transgender lovies. Okay? And for those of you who feel as though you embody both feminine and masculine energies, if you are binary. Oh, and I did not mention, I know everyone left the room, but watch the playback. I recently came out as non-binary. I do not believe that I can be defined by 2 genders or gender qualities. Okay? I am both female physically, but masculine energy, I do things myself. But I feel like there's another energy that drives me rather than masculine or feminine. So I am non-binary. I'm not gay, but I still love men very much. Trust me. Okay? I will not be referred to as he or she. I like being referred to as Z. Z is, in fact, German. Okay? As weird as that sounds, that's part of who I am. I'm weird. And I will not deny myself of my weirdness. Because that makes my magic even more powerful, because I know already that I'm weird. But I love you guys. I gotta go. Have a great night, and see you later. Bye.